So, as you can probably tell from my voice, today is not an awesome sauce day. Chugging this tea because my voice is going. Sound like a ghost? Died a second time. That's how I sound right now. The only way I sound normal is as if I talk like a man. So, I'm gonna tell you about some previous bad days that I've had. The soggy bottom sorrows. I actually got ice cream for this one because I was thinking of ice cream and I wanted it. It's helping my throat some. I don't sound like a dying Pac-Man, so. I was in like 8th grade or something, and one of my friends was like, "Hey Laura, big steps are bad for you." And I was like, "No, they're not." And so I took a big step. I broke my flip-flop. Now I go through the rest of the day hopping on one foot. And after that I had to go to the orthodontist, which is just a bad day, let's face it. So I asked my mommy if she would get me ice cream. So I went to the restroom while my mom was going through the drive-thru just getting the ice cream. So I hop my way in there and I do whatever, and I hop my way to the sink and I'm washing my hands. I turn around and there's this chick, like my age, like videotaping me, and she's just like, LOL, loser in DQ bathroom. What? Like, that's just creepy. Okay, that is just creepy and that's being a jerk. Like, I was just like, sorry. And like hopped my way out. That's what I did. I said sorry and hopped my way out. So, at this point, I am 110% done with this day. I go to my car and I just flop down in my seat. My mom put my ice cream on my seat. I sat in my ice cream. Lost and found. So, back in DC, the whole FFA group was going to tour the monuments, but me and my chapter, like the group that I went there with, we had already gone and seen them. So we decided we were going to check out some of the Smithsonian. The buses got separated though, so we were all split up and lost. I was personally stranded at the World War II Memorial, which would have been fine. I mean, it's so pretty there. It is gorgeous there. But it was raining. Full-on downpour raining, and I have nothing more than a glorified trash bag with a hood as a poncho. Like, it did nothing. I'm there and I'm freaking out because my dad had told me that DC is like the murder capital of the country. Who tells their daughter that before they go to a place? Like, hey, you're probably gonna get murdered. Good luck. He also said to bring an umbrella. You won that one, Dad. Okay, I was wrong. I'm sorry. I'm there, and I call my advisor, Mossman, and I'm going, Mossman, I'm lost, and it's raining, and I'm so sad. Crying. Like, full-on tears. And Mossman's on the phone like, okay, you're gonna be fine. He stays on the phone with me, but I'm just walking laps around this place crying, trying to find someone I know. When I see people dressed up in their FFA official dress, and out of this, like, sea of people, I see Grace. To make this a little bit more clear, my friend Grace is a 2nd degree black belt. So, you know, if I find Grace, I'm gonna live. I just scream, Grace! She goes, Laura! We run towards each other, and we're like slow motion, pouring rain. We must have looked ridiculous to everybody there. We hug, and I'm on the phone with Moss, and I'm like, Mawson, I found her. I found her. All dramatic, right? It was horrible. Probably had been lost for like a good 10 minutes before I found Grace. After Grace, it was probably another 15. It's still pouring down rain. I'm still crying. And Grace and I see this guy in full-on pirate gear just walk by. And no one gives him a second glance. Like, everyone's like, oh, this is normal, just a pirate. We're like, I bust out laughing. Grace and I are just in hysterics. And then, of course, we get the weird look to, like, the philosophical part of my vlogs. Whenever it rains, I like to dance in the rain. Mainly because I like splashing in puddles, but also because it reminds me that even when the bad times are happening, you can still smile and there's still good things in it. And in the middle of DC, with Grace, in the pouring rain, I start dancing. That gave us more weird looks. Mossman and Ross found us not too far later. We were perfectly fine. Everything worked out. That's the story I always think about when I'm having a bad day. Because it reminds me that you can always dance in the rain, and eventually it's gonna stop raining altogether. Sometimes we get so caught up and so frustrated in the moment that we forget to just step back and look at where we are to realize that we're still in a cool place and it's all gonna be okay. So, if you're ever having a bad day, just get up and start dancing, man. That's what I do. This is my sister, Abby. She has something to tell you.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay beautiful.